Hello friends, welcome you all on Teach and Learn channel. Today we are going to learn about the reflection of light. So, you must have seen that in dark places we are unable to see. We cannot see anything around us. It is totally dark and we get afraid of this thing. But whenever we switch on the lights, then we are able to see all the objects around us. Whatever objects are placed there, whether it is a table, chair, TV, fridge, sofa, whatever is there, then you can see easily. But do you know why objects visible to us after switching on the lights? Have you ever thought about this? So the objects visible to us due to the light falling on them reflects and enters our eyes. That's why we can see the objects around us. Isn't it interesting? So similarly, whenever we have anything around us, we are able to see it due to the light, whether it is natural light or artificial light. So in this case, whatever you have seen on the screen, there is a image that the boy is standing in the forest, sunlight is falling on him and he is able to see the objects around him. In this case, the sun, which is a natural light, natural source of light you can say, is reflecting from the objects around him and enters into his eyes. That's why he is able to see all the objects around him. Like this. So I hope you all are clear about that, why we are able to see the objects around us. And we have used the terms that the light reflects. Then can you tell me that what is the reflection of light? Let's study. So, reflection of light is the phenomena of bouncing back of light in the same medium after striking any object or any surface. Let's say you have seen here sun is the source of light. It is a natural source of light as we have studied. So, the light rays are coming from the sun, it is falling on the surface and it is bouncing back in the same medium. Okay, so here is medium 1 and medium 2. The medium above this surface is medium 1 we have taken, and below this surface we have taken medium 2, and this surface we have taken as a plane mirror. Okay, so the light has fallen on this surface and reflecting back, means bouncing back in the same medium. So this phenomena is known as reflection of light. Let's understand this with an example. You can see here that there is a man who is hitting this wall with the ball. When he hits the ball, then it is reflecting back, or you can say bouncing back. Okay, so this is the example of ball which is bouncing back when it hits any hard surface. Okay, same we can understand with the light. So same is the reflection of light. In case of reflection of light, in place of ball, it is only light. So light is falling on the surface and it is reflecting back, bouncing back. So bouncing back phenomena of light whenever it falls on any surface is known as reflection of light. I hope you all have understood that what is reflection of light. So let's understand few terms related to the reflection of light. So you can see that a ray is incidenting on the surface. So it is known as incident ray. Whenever any ray that is coming from the source of light strikes any surface, then that ray is known as incident ray. And the ray which is bouncing back after striking the surface, that is known as reflected ray. So these are the two main terms which you will use regularly in this chapter. So incident ray is the ray which is coming from the source of light falling on the surface, known as incident ray, and the light ray which is reflecting or bouncing back after hitting the surface is known as reflected ray. Now the next is normal. Okay, what is normal? Normal is just a line that is perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so the incident ray falls on the surface and the reflected ray goes back in the same medium after bouncing back the surface, and there is a normal in between these two, and that is perpendicular to the surface, making an angle of 90 degree. Now the next term is angle of incidence. So the angle between normal and incident ray is known as angle of incidence. So you have to take care of this thing, that angle is between normal and incident ray. Okay, so this is the angle of incidence. Some of the students made mistakes. In this case only, they draw the angle here. Okay, and write it as I, angle of incidence. But take care of this thing, that this is not the angle of incidence. Okay, the angle of incidence is between incident ray and normal. That is the angle of incidence. So take care of this thing. Okay, now what is angle of reflection now? Angle of reflection is the angle between normal and reflected ray. Same as an incidence angle, this is reflecting angle. So the angle between normal and reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. Laws of reflection. Now these are the very important laws. There are so many chances that this will come in your exam. Okay, so what are two laws of the reflection? First is incident ray, reflected ray, and normal all lie in the same plane. So guys, you can see here that this is the incident ray, reflected ray, and normal. So these all are lying in the same plane, in same medium, and on the same plane. So this is the first law. And second is very important, angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. So whatever is the angle of incidence, let's say it is 45 degree, then angle of reflection will also be 45 degree. Okay, so this is always equal. Okay, so you have to take care of all these terms, you have to remember all these terms, you have to understand all these things. Okay, so see you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe our channel to get more videos like this, and wait for our another video on light. Thank you so much.